boy Graxy TV, and we're back, baby. I'm bringing some season 2 of Hero Siege 2 content to you guys. I know last season I was going to be doing a little bit of content. I kind of steered away from it due to some things going on with the game, and now that we've been playing the closed beta for the last week and a half or so, it's been so fun, guys. It's insane how much fun Hero Siege is in season 2. So I'm going to be showcasing my Yoten that I've been working on in local player. Yesterday or today we got access to mod tools. I've been able to really push the limits on builds and see what cool things we can come up with. There's a ton of new items I'm going to be showcasing today, as well as stay tuned because I'm going to be making a whole video on the patch notes. There's a lot that has changed, and I can't just tell you what's new in a few words. I have to make an entire video just about what's different, and that'll be coming out hopefully in the next couple of days. It just kind of depends on how editing goes. But without further ado, let's check out some of the Yoten. Okay, so the first couple of things that you're going to notice coming into the Yoten here is we have potions, right? So we have new Satanic Potions that are going to do some different things for us. One's cast rate, one's going to drop comments whenever we cast, and one's just going to enhance all of our damage. These have durations, right? And then they have 15-second durations for the actual buff, and then cooldowns, right? So that's just something that if you're going through a big pack, you're trying to maneuver through the map a little faster, getting some more cast rate, you're fighting a boss, you know, they're kind of situational. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can just look down every once in a while, hit 1, 2, 3, 4, and go, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. So here's a look at our skill tree. So you can see all of our stats as well as where we put all of our points. It's basically a lot of 1 point wonders. We do have a point here for our cold skill damage for every 100 points of mana. So that's really important. As you can see, we have almost 10,000 mana, and that's not very much, chat. That's not very much. You can get a lot of mana now, boys. Mana stacking is back. It's insane. Okay, we'll talk about that here in a minute. So this is pretty typical. We've seen the skill tree. Nothing too crazy changed here. We do have the augment. That makes it so that every time we cast our frozen orb, at the end of it, we do get a blizzard, right? There it is. We do get a blizzard at the end of our frozen orb, right? We do take a point in frozen hide. This is just to give us a little bit of physical damage reduction. And that's pretty much it. Portal Vice to move around. The rest of it's just frozen orb, or excuse me, overfrost, and its synergies. Okay. I do max out Avatar of Frost for the cold skill damage, and then put the remaining points in Breath of Ice. This is going to be more damage than putting the other, going full stack into Breath of Ice and then the remaining points in Avatar of Frost. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can see down here our cold skill damage is currently at 1038. We do have 45% ignore cold resistance. We can get that a little bit higher. There's some different ways we can manage all of that. We have 38 all skills, about 200% faster cast rate. Again, that can get a little bit higher. All of our reses are looking beautiful, right? We do have 50% chance to block. We're running, we have technically we have 356 magic find with another 476 on our merc. So we have about 1600 magic find. The reason I say we have 400 magic find is because the way the magic find works now has changed in season 2. Let me save an exit. Whenever you create a game in Hell 5, you can see now it's 1700% monster life, 90% monster damage. They have a bit more defense, and now it's 800 magic find. So they're about, I think they're 5 times harder than they were in season 1. I think it's 300% in season 1, right? It's 500%. They're 3 to 5 times harder in terms of health. They do some more damage, right? But you get more reward for you get 800 magic find instead of 500 magic find. So that's why I'm saying that I have 350 magic find instead of 550 magic find, right? Or 650 magic find, right? So that's that there. We do have a bit of life on kill, mana on kill. We have max cooldown reduction. It's 75%, but we're 1% off. Okay, we're max. We have max cooldown reduction. We have 1400 life with buffs because we do have a CTA in the back bar, or a Will of Thanos if you don't know what CTA is in this. That puts us up to 1700 life and 12,000 mana. So that's pretty insane. We'll do a quick DPS check. Go ahead and proc our buffs. Pretty good. It's about 60 mil. I mean, there's 6 targets here, so we're about 10 mil single target, I would say, give or take, right? So it's around there. It's good. It's not bad. Taking a look at our gear. This is gonna be fun, boys. A lot of you are about to pog out. All right, so we have an Oculus of Aegis. You could go a divinity here. You could get a +8 divinity now. We'll talk about that in the patch notes. Unfortunately, I didn't have a way to drop a base to make a +8 divinity, but that could be an option you could go for as well. So for now, we do have an Oculus here. Okay. You can see that we have a weapon ability. We have a 40% chance to cast a level 5 Wizard's Wrath when casting. Wizard's Wrath, I have it right here. That's giving us another 40% cast rate on that weapon ability. And you can get that through these. They're called God-powered emblems. You craft them, okay? There's a way you can craft them through mining yourself. So, huge. Again, it'll be in the patch notes. It's a whole ordeal that we'll go through. We have a Harlequin's Veil. This is a new item in Season 2. It's very rare, but it's god tier. Look at this crazy ass item, guys. Insane. Okay. We have a Pendant of Eternity. We have a St. Tommy's with all angelic gems in there. Obviously, this is a very expensive build. This is not a starter build. This is also a new item. This only comes from Uber Damien. Okay, and you'll see on this item that it has some insane shit on it. 3 of these prefixes are always going to be on this item. The enhanced defense, the plus skills, and the all res will always be here. However, there's 3 stats on this item that will always change. Okay, so that's really important. I'll spawn a couple of them just so you guys can see. Chest, I'll just do 1. So you can see this one has movement speed, life amp, and intelligence. So whenever you kill Uber Damien, you're going to get one of these and it'll have random stats on it. Super cool. This one, I didn't want to go too crazy on these. I mean, this one has cooldown reduction. Excuse me, it has a 8,900 mana, which I think that's a double roll technically, because you can get 2 of the same stat. I could technically get 3 mana rolls on this and it would be like 13,000 mana or something dumb, right? So anyway, it's got mana twice and fire absorb. That's what I went with. I didn't really worry too much about it beyond that. This also comes from Uber Damien. Same thing. It has the enhanced defense, it has vitality, it has faster hit recovery. Those will never change. However, it rolls 3 random stats. In this case, we have faster cast rate, we have cooldown reduction, and we have intelligence. The only thing I could have got better here is maybe life amp. As I'm playing, I'm kind of noticing life amp would be nice. Again, life amp is a new stat that we will talk about in the patch notes and kind of through everything. Basically, life amp is life leech for spellcasters. I know, insane. Here is another new item, Soul Flaming Marchers. Again, it's going to be locked behind a particular boss. I'm not going to tell you which one. Good luck finding out. This one comes with faster cast rate. It's going to have magic skill damage on it. CBF, insane item. We're using 2 St. Aaron's. And we have Shadow Cultists. Right? We have our Melon, we have our Terethiel's Ancient Wisdom, we have our Torch of Shadows, we have our Fulgurite, we have our Cold Giant's Charm, we have our Iascati, we have our, this is the new item. You can use this to open the shop anywhere in the game. That's what we have that on for. Okay? It's pretty crazy. Here's a look at our relics. We have Lost Wand. In Season 2, relics go up to level 10 now. And they're easier to find. So we have 40% cast rate on this relic. We have a level 10 mana stream when casting. 30% to all res and 30 all attributes for Triforce. And then I couldn't figure out what to go on the last one, so I just went for more life, like 600 life and 20 vitality. It just really kind of beefs this up. You know, it really does. It helps a lot. So let's do a quick showcase. We'll just do like Event Horizon. So a couple things real quick. You can now attack while moving, so that's one thing we can do, right? Insane. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna speed around. So you just teleport, drop a ball, teleport, drop a ball. It's pretty easy. And because we have such high cooldown reduction, we can pretty much after every teleport, we always get a ball, right? And we're just teleport ball, and we get everything. It's all frozen, it's all slowed. We practically never get hit. If we do get hit, we do have that life on kill that's going to sustain us. We do have mana vamp on our wand. This gives us 6 mana vamp. So every time my spell hits, I'm gaining 6 mana. And I'm not talking about just like the ball hitting one time, like that spell hits one time and I get 6 mana back from it. I'm talking every single projectile hits an enemy. However many times it hits enemies, I get mana back. It's every proc, every tick, everything of it. They did have to change dots. Dots do not work with mana vamp. So I'm trying to do the same thing with life vamp, because you can see like right there, kind of, I don't know, some situations if I'm like fighting a single target and it hits me really hard, I don't really have a way to sustain from that. So I'm kind of figuring how I'm gonna do that. Probably the belt. I'd have to get an insane belt. But as you can see, even at 1700% increased life, this is, I mean, this is a cakewalk. It's no issue whatsoever. I'm actually not even going really fast. I'm kind of just going a little bit slower to show off the build a little bit. That's it. Easy peasy, boys. Is there any other zones you want to go to? Nah, that's fine. So yeah, this is just a real quick sneak peek of season 2 and the Yoten currently. Right, I'm going to be putting together a ton more content for season 2. Like I said, I'm going to have a full, I don't know how long the video is going to be, guys. It's going to be a long video going over all of the patch notes. I'll have timestamps for everything for that, so you guys will know what's new, what's going on. We're going to be doing build guides for every single class. I'm going to have a build guide for leveling, for endgame, for everything. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with any of that new content. Come check me out. I'm live over at Graxy_TV, right, on Twitch. And I'll see you guys here in the next one. Bye, guys.